Oh, this is record time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Mehcast Reacts. We're watching Death Battle. Bill Cipher versus Discord.
Episode 180!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised, because usually it takes a couple of seconds for us to actually go live, but it actually just went green the second I hit play.
Are we live?
Yes, we're live.
We're live.
We can't be live.
We've been live. I've been broadcasting these. I've been broadcasting these on Twitch.
No. We can't play this live. We cannot play this live. Cover that shit up. Censor it.
We've been playing this live, Ben.
What do you mean? I thought we were just recording.
Other people put their videos out today, man, and like we play ball. We
There's
play
been
ball
a
better
reaction
than
video
most people
today?
do. Yes, I saw a reaction video on YouTube earlier.
Dude, there's a lot of reaction and reviews about this one Death Battle.
Like right the fuck now, there's people on Twitter and YouTube talking about this shit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Fine, you have a point. Wait, actually, wait. No, that video was 7 years ago. What the fuck is this?
Just play the damn video. Actually, hang on. We should introduce our new friend.
Doing this live though. I don't see any reaction videos on YouTube.
We should introduce our new friend. I'm not gonna put this
videos.
I'm not gonna put this out on YouTube until Monday. We're just doing this on Twitch right now.
No, we shouldn't do it on Twitch, though. It's not right.
Rumble. Oh, come on. We're not XQC.
But I've been...
Fine. Yeah. Censor it. Alex, censor it. At least censor it.
No.
Sure. Sure, I'll say I censored it. There.
No, censor it. Like, actually.
Yeah.
There.
I'm like XQC, we're actually going to give credit and we're going to watch it.
I can't hear what he said.
So
what did he
let's go ahead and
say?
introduce our new friend here. New friend, who are you?
IKA, I'm the owner of the magneticferret.com. I'm unmuted, that's about it.
I'm going to have to bring your audio up because we can't hardly hear you.
I'm Spider-Man.
I can hear him fine.
No, you're not. You're clearly Beast Boy.
No, I'm Spider-Man.
He's more boy than Beast.
You guys know
Alex,
who the rest
you're a liar.
of us are.
You didn't censor it all. Censor it right now.
Welcome, IKA. I put it up there as a joke. I can't put it up there the whole time. It'll obscure us.
God damn it, Alex. We weren't supposed to stream this. They were not supposed to.
Look it up.
I told you. I told you months ago, dude.
No, we haven't been streaming these. We've been uploading them to YouTube.
Yes,
we've been streaming these.
No, we haven't.
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
no way. No, we have not.
I'm gonna be honest, I have actually been watching the stream.
Play the damn video!
God damn it, Alex. We're going to long talk about this because we're not supposed to stream these.
Yes, we can, though.
No, we're not. It's not out to the public yet, dumbass.
Benjamin, and shut up.
Bill Cipher, the triangular terror from
Oh my god.
Discord, the
oh my god.
is from My Little Pony. The mighty,
I like how Discord was upside down and
backwards.
backwards. Oh, hi, Homelander.
Warrior on Death Battle before, but none as silly as these two apocalyptic goofballs.
Pinky, the mask.
I love the callbacks. I love the callback.
And for those of you who don't know, Discord is voiced by Q
makes me
from
happy.
Star Trek.
Okay, hang on. Let's listen to the analysis. Let's see.
Deep within the forests of Central Oregon rests the rustic lumber town of Gravity Falls.
I still haven't watched Gravity Falls.
Such a good show.
I have the Blu-ray. It's right behind me.
They just decommissioned it.
Joe Biden.
But despite
Getting Gleeful, who wants things to get in the jar. You better keep the ponies away from him, especially Rainbow.
Much like gravity, weirdness acts as a force, warping space and attracting bizarre phenomena to certain areas. Like the Bermuda Triangle or Denny's at 3 a.m.
Denny's!
That used to be called Chaos.
Oh, that was a great edit. Hang on.
Chaos. Chaos.
At 3 a.m. And Gravity Falls is one of those places. In fact, it's the largest weirdness magnet in the entire world. Rainbow vomiting gnomes, the fearsome
that's where that's from.
The dilapidated mystery shack. And most terrifying of all,
also J.K. Simmons is in this show.
Yes. I remember
whispers, the foulest creature to ever
TV Sins had a thing where they talked shit about Bill Cipher showing up in the opening sequence to Gravity Falls.
Hang on. Wait, robbed my stance in a Tumblr sexy man poll.
Big fan of cryptocurrency, NFTs, AIR.
It's written backwards. I can't even read that.
Like,
that's not backwards. That's just gibberish.
Wait. Despicable is written by Discord.
Vujitsu. Vajixu Demixel Dimsel Q Verwer Herlipvigza.
Not Celtic
I just
Zigzag.
I had to channel the spirit of Matt Rose to pull
Okay,
off
let's
that keyboard smash.
let's continue. Let's
Don't
continue.
be fooled by Bill's goofy demeanor. Underneath the deadpan one-liners lies
Yeah,
the
there's
cold
absolute
black
chaos
heart
up there.
of a
Fun fact,
genocidal
Bill
madman.
Cipher was supposed to be
After
voiced
obliterating his home
by
dimension and killing everyone in it, Bill was on the run
who's
from
the guy who directed the
interdimensional
original
authority, so he
Dune
settled in the
movie?
chaotic
And
nightmare
Huh.
realm, turning
Hang on,
into
what does that say? The Nightmare Realm is a higher plane, a space between every universe and the infinite multiverse. Gravity's Falls cosmology also includes infinite timelines, the fourth dimensional in-between space, and the mindscape, a mental plane which overlaps with physical reality. Damn.
He is
Damn.
voiced by Alex Hirsch in the show.
Yep.
yes,
The
he's voiced by
creator of
Alex
Gravity
Hirsch, but he
Falls.
was supposed
What's
to be
funny? He's
played
voiced by.
by the creators asked David, what's his name? David
Beckham.
he's the guy who created fucking Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah.
That would have been an interesting casting. I could see why he would do that.
I don't think that-
But he quickly set his sights on an even bigger prize, our own universe. Unable to break through the dimensional barriers on his own, he spent millennia trying to trick poor, unsuspecting humans to open the front door.
Oh
And
no.
if Bill escapes, all of reality is screwed. He is a being made of pure energy.
Given the context, Bill's vision here was likely an accurate depiction of his unretained capabilities. Besides Bill's planetary size, it also depicts a build-empowered Ford growing as large as a galaxy.
Able to craft a physical body
David
out of
Lynch.
nothing, and then
Damn.
change that shape to grow to planetary scales. He can regenerate any part of himself, including his own spirit. Bill can move objects with
Yeah,
his
the creators of Gravity Falls tried to get
Anything-
David Lynch to voice Bill Cipher.
Anything that will make you uncomfortable.
himself and see into the future. He can bring inanimate objects to life, shoot lasers and fire, and control your dreams like Freddy Krueger. But Bill isn't just
In
some
my
magician.
dreams,
he can warp
it's still
reality
the
as much
same.
as
Ah!
Love
he
is
controls
strong
space,
and
matter,
still
gravity,
remains.
time, and can even mess with the fourth wall. Though he's most known for his control over souls. He can see and interact with normally invisible
Your
spirits.
soul is
On top of
mine.
previously damaging Dipper's soul, Bill nearly eradicated Maple's and So's souls before Dipper interrupted him.
Blow holes through them and even eradicate them from existence.
What
And
the
should
fuck
an
was that?
unwitting pawn make a deal with the
Don't question
green
it.
Demon,
Is
he
that
can possess
Columbo?
their bodies, which
No.
would have been good
Wait,
to know.
Columbo? What are you
And
talking
even
about?
eradicate them from
Look at that.
existence. And should an unwitting
What?
spirits
Look.
blow
What?
holes
No,
through
keep
them,
going.
What?
and even
What am I
Let it
looking
let
at?
it go.
from
Let it go.
existence. And should an unwitting pawn make a deal
That's
with the
Columbo.
green Demon, he can possess
No,
their
that-
bodies.
no, that's Ford's
Which
No,
brother.
that's not Columbo.
would
That
have been
looks
good to
like
know
him.
when I
I know,
started
that's
talking.
the joke. Gizmo,
Oh, what-
you got
Oh
reached.
shit! Oh shit!
Finally! I've been watching you two boobs for a while. The pyramids, the dollar bill, anything made in my image, I can see through.
Oh shit!
I see
Huh.
everything!
What? No
They've been
way.
hiding Bill Cipher in the background.
Oh, why does my jaw
Awesome.
Well, it wasn't long before
Oh,
Bill
shit.
came
Huh.
upon Gravity Falls and the Pines family, namely the brilliant scientist Stanford Pines, who spent decades traveling the
Who
multiverse
just so
to find
happens
a
to
way
look like
defeat
Detective
Bill
Columbo.
for good, after almost
Or
accidentally
someone
unleashing him
unknown.
in the first place. Turns out it would be his niece and nephew, twins Mabel and Dipper Pines, who would end up being Bill's greatest enemies.
Oh,
Hard
that
to
is
believe,
fucking
perhaps,
hilarious looking. I have no
especially when Bill
context for that,
finally
so it's
managed
probably
to-
scary in the universe.
jeez, his way through the walls of our cosmos and enter Gravity Falls, reaching his full power and kicking off. Weird Magnetic! That's my line! We've got hench maniacs on the loose, madness bubbles
Vovum
flying every which way,
liver
making things go all
mufka
kinds of
sizzles.
crazy, and a
Oh,
weirdness
live
wave
action
threatening
Dipper.
to warp all of reality. And not just our universe.
Totally directed this very episode.
Go ahead,
check.
Shrek. Nice try, buffoon, but not all bills are created equal. That's Discord. That's Discord. No way.
I love
Without the nightmare
I
realm
love
holding him
Discord
back,
for
given
the
enough time,
sheer reason
Bill's
that he is
power
voiced by
threatened
John
the
Delancey.
multiverse. And
Oh,
given his
that's
control
great.
If they
over
don't get a
time
guy
and
who
space,
sounds exactly like John Delancey, I will be very disappointed.
Was that a loaf
Hang on,
of
Anna.
bread
The
with
equivalent
Bigfoot feet?
destruction of existence was via the rift, which Bill passively sustained and enlarged. Without his presence, it immediately closed, proving its power and instability are attributed to him.
Bill can
Attributable.
move as fast as he
Yes.
damn well pleases, especially when his mind can view an infinite kaleidoscope of possibilities all at once.
Oh wait, what did that say? I wanted to go
Especially
back.
when his mind can view an infinite kaleidoscope.
Okay, okay, can someone read that?
I can see a
I can-
kaleidoscope of temporal probability with malfunctioning range. I can also see that there are infinite alternate versions of me in infinite alternate dimensions answering your question with infinite variation. One of them answered by vomiting a stream of blood and prime numbers out of his third mouth.
How many mouths do you
He
Specifically
possessed
prime
the
numbers.
creator of the series. He possessed what
Specifically
the
prime
fuck?
numbers.
What is this episode? What the heck?
What the fuck was that?
Uncertainty.
Right. Similar
What?
to Erwin Schrodinger's hypothetical cat, Bill exists in two possible states at once.
Okay, what does that say? After achieving physical form, Bill was stated to possess infinite power and grew in power afterwards, with Ford stating that he got stronger with every second. Weirdmageddon continued.
Perpetually unresolved. Everything he is also not.
So he has one great weakness: unicorn hair. Yes,
What?
Actually.
Oh, so that means that
Similar to garlic or silver, unicorn
that
hair
means
serves
that
as a
we're
key
gonna
ingredient
just
to barriers
steal
that can
some
block
hair
other
from Twilight
beings
Sparkle
like
and
Bill, which can
we'll be
also
good.
Yeah.
burn them of their power. While unicorn hair
Twilight,
barriers did
honey,
prevent
can I
Bill
have
from
some of your
breaking
hair
into
again?
Though unicorn
And
hair was a
stop
key ingredient, the
stealing my
barrier that
hair.
protected the shack was a specific ritual that also involved other components, rather than being a property innate to all unicorn hair.
Wouldn't
They
it be something
failed to
easy for
nullify his
Discord to figure
magic.
out?
His actual greatest weakness is
Probably.
his unbelievable ego.
Discord
His
is Discord
complete
after
and
all.
utter disdain for humanity ultimately proved to be the opening the Pines needed.
Tricked into entering the mind of Ford's scumbag brother Stanley just as it was being erased, Bill
Aw,
invoked
that
the
edit.
almighty axolotl in a desperate bid to survive.
Bill's prayers were answered, but in a way he never expected. He would be reincarnated in another form and another time.
Where exactly? No one knows, but we can only hope that this equilateral enemy of all that's holy and decent is never coming back.
The real statue. I love how they showed that. For context for Alex,
Yep,
the creator of Gravity Falls actually hit a real statue in a forest somewhere.
Huh. That sounds
That's
really
awesome.
cool. I want to go find that now.
You can actually, I don't know if you can still find it. I don't know if it's been removed.
Oh,
But, yeah,
I don't
it was
think
out there.
It would have been.
Once upon
If
a
they
time,
didn't leave it out there, that's
Equestria
lame.
was under attack, plagued by the rampaging spirit of disharmony, whose only goal was to spread chaos and unhappiness throughout the land.
Until the twin princesses of the sun and moon, Celestia and Luna, used the all-powerful elements of harmony to turn him to stone. Kicking the can down the road, I see. Lots of luck.
Yes, because as with seemingly all magical prisons, it didn't last forever. Eventually, this
No, nothing
being of
lasts
madness
forever.
and destruction broke free. Discord had returned.
In the opening
Now I know
of season
what you're
2
thinking.
of Friendship
Dear
is Magic.
Lord, what in good God's name is that thing?
Discord is
Wait,
Also,
what about
Rio
Batman?
versus
Hey,
Batman,
hell,
Lord,
please.
what in
What the?
good God's name
Also,
is-
do Rio versus Batman, please.
Oh, that's another popular thing they want happen.
Oh, God.
Discord is a
Cable versus
draconic
Booster Gold.
Oh, wait. Normally voiced by John D. Lancey when the budget is high enough. Age
Yes.
prehistoric. It's rude to ask age. This is age, you know.
Homeworld, Chaosville, Spirit of Chaos
Dragon
and
horse.
Harmony.
And also deer, goat, snake, lion,
Number
eagle,
one
lizard,
Fluttershy
and the
fan.
bat.
That's
All part of a
false.
complete balanced
Allegedly
breakfast.
lost a
Just
drinking
Wait, what was that?
contest
What
to
was that? I just
Sideways
saw something.
Oh yeah,
Transformers.
they have the exclamation sound effect in there.
Wait, what is that? What is that? There's an thumbnail there.
Oh,
What the
Death
fuck
battle.
is that?
Oh, you know what? I think that's a hint for the next death
Lion,
battle.
eagle, lizard, and the
I saw a
bat.
death battle template.
Yeah, I did too. Fuck,
Oh, no,
wait,
that's
it's just Discord. It's just Discord.
Yeah,
complete
it's this
balanced
one.
breakfast.
Disco's not sold anywhere. Don't look.
Despite looking like a build-up-air grab bag, he doesn't seem so bad. Kind of
Yeah,
annoying,
he's a
but
chimera.
in a lovable, mon
Yeah.
capitaine kind of way.
There's certainly some truth in that.
My
While
Little Pony
Discord was
Star
first
Trek fan.
defeated via purification, this was done by the elements of harmony, his opposing force. Once they could no longer sustain the purification, he broke out quickly and turned himself to stone and back effortlessly later in the series.
While initially one of our pony's most potent foes, Discord is not inherently evil, just chaotic.
A big jolly jerk that sets fire to things that can't burn, just like me.
It's not like you to find a lot of common ground with My Little Pony. I mean, you're usually like, the only good pony is the horse meat ma saying.
That's disgusting, Wiz. Horse meat goes in burritos. But really, having a daughter changes a man. It softens your cold, hard edges. Kinda like with Discord, who became best buddies with the
Wait,
pony
who's Boomster's
Fluttershy.
wife?
And guest pals with everyone else by default. Fluttershy is best pony.
Discord is
Yeah.
chaos
I mean-
incarnate.
Yes.
Discord draws energy from the havoc he creates to the point of potentially becoming unstoppable. Once he temporarily inverted his nature to become the being Accord, a representation of order rather than chaos. Oh
It
shit.
is empowered by causing as much
So he could-
pandemonium as possible.
Huh.
Likewise, if he betrays his true nature, it can cause his soul to weaken and possibly cause him to fade away entirely.
Not a
Oh, shit.
problem when his powers allow him to mess stuff up as much as he likes. He's a full-on reality warper and plays with the laws of physics like they were silly putty.
Discord can manipulate space by teleporting, reshaping his body, and transmuting matter. He can mess with your mind and erase your memories. He can control time and travel.
Hey, the manga.
He can even remove mathematical dimensions, turning objects 2D.
He also has instant access to powerful items such as Grogar's Bewitching Bell, which can drain foes of their magic power and transfer it to others.
Phasing, clones, possession, invisibility, the list goes on. He can move the sun and moon.
Now
and
he
rip
was
apart
drinking the
fabric
glass.
of
Yeah,
Many
see,
weaker
he was
Many
characters
weaker
are
characters
moved.
have moved the sun and moon as well, including several of the main six. Milo Pony is Magic issue 6, the Storm King, the little Milo Pony movie, and a group of unremarkable unicorns, the Journal of Two Sisters.
One's possession,
What did
invisibility,
he
the
say?
list goes on. He can move
Look at
the
that.
sun and moon and rip apart the fabric of reality.
Ah.
And if his physical body is destroyed, he can keep going as a spirit.
Oh my god.
Honestly, it'd be quicker to list off all the things Discord can't do. Starting with, the end.
He can do anything
The
he
end.
can think of, even obliterate the fourth wall. He's turned the page of the comic he's on, talked directly to the reader, referenced everything from Bob Ross to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and even changed the very genre of the story he's in.
Oh, my boomstick sense is tingling. I'm matured enough to appreciate the cupcakes and rainbows whiz. But there's no amount of character development that will ever make me ready for another Deadpool. Ah, damn it.
Any similarity is down to your line producer refusing to greenlight complex animation. I should be just as insulted by your attempt to force me into dreary fisticuffs. But when it comes to my geometric rival, I'm not about
Oh, that was a hit!
staged.
No
Well,
way!
I find it fascinating that you seem to draw energy from disharmony. I'd love to study how it played a part in freeing you from internal imprisonment and even in resubstantiating your very essence.
Well, if all you want is to experience substantiation.
That's not
No.
a bad Discord post.
What the?
Okay.
I'm never recovering from that emotionally.
I don't think anybody could.
Oh, look. Blissful ignorance at the bottom of this can.
With Discord's powers, Pinkie Pie could have turned
Change
the
the
I
genre of the
changed it.
MLP manga.
Wait,
Good
change
likely-
it. Could have likely solved every pony's problems if he really wanted to, but knows that sometimes it's better to trust your friends. Impeccable fashion sense inspired tabletop. Yeah, founding member of the Magnificent Seven, created Pony Life. Oh boy, he made non-canon spin-off series. He sure is cool, unlike some triangle I know. So as loved ones left, not for long.
Ooh,
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I love this.
What that meant for the laws of physics is anyone's guess.
He's basically at the top of the pony power hierarchy, even compared to the alternate reality threat, the Pony of Shadows.
Okay, hang on. As stated by Twilight and Star Swirl, their multiverse is infinite. In addition to infinite dream worlds and realms between worlds, such as Limbo,
Nice
the Pony of Shadows traveling
now
to
you're
and
here.
destroying every reality would be an infinite speed feat.
Yeah.
All right.
And by the way, My Little Pony shares a multiverse with Transformers, DC
Yep.
Comics, and Marvel.
Yep. The 6 magical beings and the elements of harmony were required for the sealing. Discord could not replicate it alone. Cosmos was the source of chaos that led to Discord's duress, as he erased her from the minds of all present to take the blame.
Cosmos, literally malice incarnate, with identical powers.
Oh,
who may see
sorry,
the
I was
stars.
wait.
Discord
I
was flew
wasn't
from
looking
the
at my
Horsehead
messages.
Nebula to Equestria, and kept accelerating so much.
Wait,
he
wait,
went
what was
backward,
that?
flew
What
from
was
the
that?
Horsehead Nebula to Equestria.
Look at that!
Hey,
Okay,
four.
right? Change the distance over time, compensate for the mass, plus 2 pounds of anachronistic crystals.
Hey, look,
Okay,
I was
what
ordered
did I
Death
say?
Battle analysis.
Hey, look, it's
Accelerated
Ford
so much,
inconsistent
he went
They're
speed.
making fun of their
backwards in
bad
time.
math.
That
That's
was
so
just them
good.
trying to make it
It's
teach
Ford
us.
All their
inconsistent
So
speed.
Discord's power
Was that?
Eh.
Hang on, is that fucking Trigon?
Yeah.
No.
I
No,
mean,
it's
the My Little Pony version. Discord is more powerful than Celestia and Luna, who were said to possess infinite power of destruction by alternate
Sure.
versions of the Pony's shadows. My Little Pony Legends of Magic Annual 1.
Since almost nothing can threaten him,
God
his
damn it, I
carefree
missed Bill
attitude can
Cipher.
leave him vulnerable to being
No,
caught
whatever.
off guard. Like when T-Rex, the magic-devouring demon centaur, tricked Discord.
It might as well be fucking
Even still,
Trigon.
Discord has shed his villainous past
Yeah, he
and
does
been
look like
made an
Trigon.
honorary hero, happy to help out his pony pals from time to time, or occasionally make things worse.
That's what you get when you're best friends with the spirit of chaos incarnate. I would know.
No more mutants.
No
Wait,
more
no
mutants.
way is that
That's what
no
you get
more
when you're
mutants.
best friends with the spirit of
No more mutants. I kid.
Oh my god.
chaos incarnate. I would
Damn
know.
it, stop making me like
Buddy,
My
get
Little
over
Pony.
here.
Yeah.
My Little Pony is
Oh
better.
my god.
Listen, no joke. Friendship is Magic is a better cartoon than the fucking He-Man reboot was.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
yes.
This makes me want to watch it.
2021 reboot, yes. The
This makes me
2002
wanna
one,
watch it.
no.
Yeah, the 2002
let's-
one is kind of up in the air.
Oh,
Oh,
Scam,
hi,
get out of here.
Scam.
I don't know. I don't even know who could win this. A
Discord.
genuine.
I think
Maybe. I
I-
don't know.
Coming in with no
kinda still wanna
knowledge of
run
them,
Bill.
I think I'm
I-
going with Discord too.
I'm
Yeah,
rooting for
Discord.
Discord because I feel like Discord's the underdog here with Death Battle's history of My Little Pony.
now I'm personally biased in favor of Discord because I love My Little Pony and have no idea about Gravity Falls, but I think it could be anybody's game here. This is gonna wind up kind of like Popeye versus Saitama.
One thing with
Well,
Discord
no,
is that
that's kind of
I
unfair
know
comparison
Jad
because
wants
that's a bit
to mention this. I do
unfair.
want to mention this before we start. He did say that as long as chaos exists, Discord will always exist as well. As long as it
Oh my
stays true
god,
to
that
its
means
nature.
that Bill Cipher, as long as Bill Cipher exists, Discord has to exist.
Maybe. Well,
Well,
let's see.
no,
Let's
not
see.
only
Let's see
that,
what
there's
they do.
always
Not
the
really.
Yeah,
thing is
'cause-
about that he doesn't. Chaos doesn't exactly mean, something like Bill Cipher. It could just mean in general.
Let's find out. I'm curious.
doesn't
Let's get to
let's
it. Come
see.
on.
Yeah,
Let's
battle
go
see.
ahead
itself.
and-
Yeah, guys, quiet. Let's actually. I want to know. I'm so curious.
Alright.
Oh, I
Oh
love
wow,
this already.
weird. That looks pretty cool.
Boy,
Yeah.
Weird in transition.
this bootleg merchandise together sure took a lot of glue.
Oh wow, he kept this. Ooh, he kept his promise.
Friends make
Oh.
their own.
Yeah, Discord's not going to be happy about
Friends
this.
of a friend. But there's an idea.
Dear Princess Celestia, today Bill Cipher learned an important lesson about friendship.
Ah, gag!
I love this song, by the way.
Is that John Delancey singing?
No, it's an
wow.
impressionist.
Oh wow, they went hard on the 3D background. Wow. Eh.
Enjoy your just desserts.
Oh, let's go! Ah!
A weird day.
What the fuck? Holy
The
shit!
soundtrack went awkward.
Doing, man? Come on!
Ah, it's a Dorito! Yes!
Yeah.
A tad Euclidean for my taste.
That animation was just 1-to-1 with My Little Pony. Holy shit!
That was perfect.
Oh, look at that! Wait, I just saw Macho Man!
Oh
It's
wow,
Bendy!
holy shit.
It's Bendy and Cuphead! Holy shit! What's happening?
Oh, this is great.
Oh, they went all out with this.
What is happening? Oh my god!
His show was worse than Code of Honor!
To work with a fourth wall.
That's a Dragon Ball Z abridged reference right
Oh, I
there.
get it.
Oh.
This stalemate is getting dull. How about a different game?
Sure, I love checkers.
Do you want to play a game?
Fish!
Oh my god. What? What's
Oh,
happening?
Jesus.
My mind? Oh, this is my shtick, you hack!
We may be evenly matched, Bill, but I've seen your show, my two-dimensional nuisance.
What?
Oh.
I know how.
Yo!
Oh, he's using the fourth wall to his advantage.
Equals. That you're safe in here, you low effort clown.
Damn!
All-seeing God.
What? Yo, what the fuck?
Bro, this is not a Death Battle episode. This is a high production movie at this point.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, this is getting
What
creepy.
is this?
Worth a try. Still, I'm surprised you don't recognize your old home.
No.
What? What? What?
No! No, 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 no!
Oh, he's sending him back.
Oh, Bill.
What?
Bill
Wait,
Cipher.
it's 2-1.
Ah, no big deal.
Wait, did Bill win?
I've done this once already. Wanna make a deal?
No, I don't.
Oh, he
Bill Cipher
won.
won.
Holy
Oh, what
shit!
the fuck?
Holy shit! Okay, I
Oh.
want to hear what they have to say.
Hey, that's
I don't even know who won that.
Public service announcement.
Wait,
If a yellow
so-
triangle in a top hat.
Did-
I think
I guess it's
Discord
like-
won the moral battle.
So it's like Discord won the war, but Bill won the battle?
Yeah. Holy
What?
shit!
Offers you a Faustian bargain. Please
Oh,
do not accept.
so
You
Discord
might be angry
sacrificed
at us.
This
himself
fight
in
was
a weird
almost
way.
dead even. They can both manipulate space and time to such a degree that speed is essentially meaningless, and both at their peak could control their universes.
they can
possibly
turn
even the
intangible and
multiverse.
Sure, just
interact with the intangible.
Yeah.
Discord could potentially drain.
Okay, both multiverses are infinite, and higher cosmology arguments via the Nightmare Realm, the in-between space limbo, and Dream Realms in both series favor Bill with similar leeway for both. Crossovers of other series, i.e. Rick and Morty and Transformers Marvel, were excluded.
Bill's
Okay.
energy with the bewitching bell.
Which is fair.
Remember the Shacktron?
While the unicorn hair barrier stopped Bill from entering, its magic nullifying aura was not effective on him. If he wasn't drained of his power by extensive contact with that, it's unlikely that
Wait. While Chaos makes Discord stronger, Bill likewise grows stronger by the second as Weird continues. Neither can reliably gain an advantage through these boosts. Bill drawing
Oh.
upon more power is also an additional counter to the
Bell
bell.
would do the same.
So with two characters who can do basically anything, how would they even kill each other?
Both can restore their
Okay, My Little Pony magic affects spirits like the Wendigos. However, Discord has few direct showings of such, and Bill's regeneration made landing fatal blows difficult. Bill also survived the memory gun erasure, Gravity Falls complete series, though this method would not be quick enough to continue the fight.
bodies from nothing. But only Bill has been shown regenerating damage to his spirit. Likewise, even in a weakened state, Bill has been able to manipulate and damage spirits himself, which is extremely useful.
While Chaos saved Discord from fading, Fluttershy strongly implies that she could not save him had he fully ceased to exist. While he will not fade away as long as he behaves chaotically, this would not preclude him from being forcefully
Considering
eradicated.
we know fully erasing Discord will kill him.
While Discord's trickery may frustrate Bill for a while, his ability to see an infinite kaleidoscope and literally tell the future would let him cut through the tricks and vaporize him body.
Okay. As the spirit chaos, Discord may one day reform. As Cosmos implied, she cannot be destroyed forever due to embodying malice. However, the return would take time, and there is no proof Discord can return from spiritual destruction fast enough to resume
and
fight.
soul.
Now, it is worth remembering that Bill has been defeated before, when he was trapped in a mind that was being erased.
And Discord had all the tools to replicate something like that.
However, that scenario relied on Bill's tunnel vision on invading Ford Pine's mind specifically, as well as his myopic underestimation of us lowly humans. Against other cosmic beings like
Yeah.
Time Baby, he went for the kill immediately.
For the record,
That
Discord
is
has
true.
been tricked in the past too.
Yeah.
They both had their fair share of embarrassing moments, and they're both smarter than their mistakes at their best.
Additionally, Bill's low showings are genuinely dependent on specific story-driven event contexts in which he needed the Pines alive and could not afford to simply kill them. In a fight to the death in which his only goal is to win, these instances are largely
The
irrelevant.
real difference
So
is that
Bill
Discord
only
is
lost because of
consistently
plot.
more carefree in his approach. He's
Literally
used to being
saying he
superior
lost
to those
plot.
around him, and has been shown not to take threats seriously until it's too late.
Like with Tyrek, another crafty, manipulative schemer, kind of like Bill.
With
Less
his trillion
powerful,
years
lack
of
regeneration,
reality-destroying
Beast cannot manipulate Bill by
take
draining his
advantage of
power.
Discord's carefree attitude and get the opportunity to land a killing blow first.
Discord was incredibly powerful, unpredictable, and fearsomely persistent, but Bill's powers and ruthless instinct gave him the edge he needed.
Discord could try every angle, but Bill just had his eye on the prize.
Let me out or I'll eat your dreams!
The winner is
Wait, hold on.
Bill
Go back to that. I saw
Cipher.
something in his eye.
What you saw?
Just
So
had
it's
his
like-
eye on the prize.
Is there something in the eye? His eye?
Wait,
Yeah,
there was something in his eye. Who was that?
inside
Yeah,
the
there's
eye.
Yeah, there's something
Yeah, there
inside
was-
the eye.
yeah,
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm not bullshit. Slow down the video. Slow it down. Go to sentence. Slow that shit down.
Yeah,
Who is
Look at
that?
that.
What is
Who is
that?
that?
Who is that?
Is that a reference?
Who is that? Is that
Probably
Columbo?
hit maybe to the next death battle.
Maybe.
Is it Columbo? It looks
That
like
I
Columbo.
might be
think that is
Columbo.
Columbo.
It's fucking
Columbo in the
Columbo.
next
That's
death
Columbo.
battle?
That's,
God damn
that's
it.
an
I swear to
interesting
God, they
reference.
use Columbo instead of Walter White. I'll be so pissed.
Just one more thing.
Wait, what do you say
Thanks for watching,
backwards?
and hey, are you a Death Battle
I
member?
don't know. We
We've
have
got
no
a
way of
battle
knowing.
going on right now.
Yeah, we don't have a way to
Neither.
run that
A
backwards
matchup
right
for the
now.
next season.
All right.
All right, let's see
listen.
what's
Hang on.
next.
Let's everyone quiet.
Let's just say this one is going to be a little.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
oh, we're
Okay.
getting
Yes.
already?
Colin Alex.
I fucking cannot wait. I
Oh, that's
cannot
gonna
wait.
be
I'm so
awesome.
happy.
Now.
Oh, that's going to
Remember
be
when they
awesome.
were
Doing
the
it right
icons
now.
of the superhero sandbox genre?
Yes,
and then that
oh,
genre
those are
got
good
fucking
fucking
killed.
times. Yeah, those are good times, man.
Okay,
I
where are
love
we
those
rating
games.
Bill versus?
Oh man, can I
Bill
go
Cipher
first?
versus Discord.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I go?
I thought this death
This
battle was going to be the
was
finale.
this was fucking phenomenal.
More than it
Like,
should have been.
That was
Yeah.
way better than I had any right to. So to start off, the analysis is pitch perfect. It is so fucking good. The way that they had Bill and Discord interact during the analysis was freaking hilarious. And the way they interacted with Wiz and Boomstick was also just as equally great. It could have backfired terribly, but they did it so well. I love how they kept taking jabs back and forth. It's great. And just the jokes were hilarious. The way we see Chad and Ben is so good.
Damn it,
And then we get to,
I missed the good part.
then we get
Dad
to
had
the
to change
fight.
that hairstyle though.
They went all out on the fight. Like, it is unreal. Like, we had like different versions of genres. We had some genuinely great choices. Some of the best animation work they've ever done. Like, some of the animation looked exactly like something from My Little Pony. Like, I don't know
Yeah,
how they
and
did it. It is incredible.
My favorite part was the puppet show fight.
That was great.
That was
Like,
hilarious.
oh, I don't know if you guys know this, but Cuphead and Bendy make a cameo in the background of the black and white scene.
Oh,
Which is
nice.
really
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
saw.
was great. There's
think
just
a
so
reference
much
to
love for
DBX.
it. And the ending. The ending was great too. The way that Discord wins the war, I love that. The way he saved all his friends in the end, I love that shit. When it comes to the results, I know Jedi said he didn't like it. He did tell me that, and I'm curious to see because it's interesting, like, because they're so even on so many areas, and like there's like a literal like 3 pages of them showing what they're even on. It's actually kind of insane how close this match is. And I know he specifically said that as long as Chaos 6 Discord would as well. So I don't think they mentioned that. So I feel like that's gonna come to play a white Jedi didn't like it.
They
But,
actually did. So what
did
they were
they?
kind
Did I
of
miss
bugs.
it?
They did in one of the little context things. in the
Yeah,
after-
that was
Oh,
in one of the
right.
little
What kind of
boxes there.
bugs me about that
Maybe I
is that
missed it.
the death battle, they kind of were like, he won in a non-death battle way because he's not actually
I
dead.
do like that. I do really like that.
I
he
do
won the
too,
war.
but
Yeah, this is
he's-
one of those times where it's like this is as close as these characters can possibly get to death. Like
Yeah.
ultimately Bill kind of quote unquote won, but Discord still trapped him outside of reality.
Yeah, I do like that. I do really like
so,
that.
Oh, both of these characters brought each other as close as possible to the win condition.
Yeah.
And while Bill
Yeah.
Cipher technically has more of a leg up because he can get back into reality at some point, probably a lot faster than Discord could. Discord is still not dead. Discord will reform over time
Yeah,
because he is the
he'll come
embodiment
back
of chaos.
Just
eventually.
like
Yeah, but
They
what's
do say
stopping
that.
him from just
It's just-
in
mending?
a way.
Well, I have a problem with the results too, though, because what's stopping from Discord from just getting his body back or making another one?
Well,
Right, no, that's what I was
that'll
saying.
happen
Well,
they
eventually.
explain
Like, that's
that-
one
they
of the
explain
things they
that-
brought up.
They explain that if you
chaos.
destroyed this, they explain that if you destroy the spirit, he'll come back eventually. It just takes an extended period of time. I don't know how accurate that is
I guess that's
to My
still
Little
technically
Pony.
Right, but he's still able to get like a body,
yeah,
right?
people
I
come
mean,
back.
like
They do
he
say he can
eventually
come
got
back,
his
yes.
body back in the
They
show.
do. It's technically a technical win. I mean, he'll still come back later. Like he'll go back to the My Little Pony
I
universe
mean,
more than
let's be
likely.
honest. This fight, I
But-
don't think will ever end. I foresee. The Bowman or
Oh,
as they
Jedi
said before, are
actually did-
You and
ridiculously
I
Jedi actually
seem to
did.
be
unstoppable.
destined.
Hang on,
to
Jedi.
do this
Hang on, guys.
forever.
Jedi did post a review. Hang on, I'm gonna read it. Jedi says, "So my review is this: they're saying Discord's soul can be destroyed, despite the fact that Discord has never had his soul destroyed. Flesh, I thought it was, but it was never shown to be the case, and she only had known him for a month. Also, the bell can destroy 3 infinites, and if Bill is indeed infinite, they should have been gone 3 times over. But the bell is never used in the fight." Then, when using Bill more bloodthirsty as a weak argument because they never they never use the moral reasoning before in any fights. Also, they said Discord's body can be destroyed in the show. His body was moved, not destroyed. Their argument is very weak. Okay.
This is this is what I was afraid of because
Well, no, I
now
kinda
that he's
think
making, this is what the corrections actually show that they still have a little bit of a bias against My Little Pony.
No, I don't even think this is bias. With
So
all the
let me
love they
go
put
ahead
into the
and
episode.
reference back to the episode.
Let Alex talk.
Because they did bring that up because like when Discord was fading away in that one episode, like Fluttershy was saying, there's probably like we don't really have a way to like if he goes away like that there's not going to be a way to bring him back. Heck, like they did mention that in the little boxes there. Or like they mentioned and like he'll be back eventually. But he'll reform eventually. He is the spirit. He is the embodiment of a fundamental force of how the universe works. And like he is not going to be gone for good, but this is as close to a victory condition in this fight as these two characters can be, I think.
Yeah, they do. I do wish they made a point at the end, like, yes, he will eventually come back. But I do kind of wish they said it.
But losing against Bill Cipher is still something I'm just not buying. Like he'll put it this way.
Like let's put the advantages and disadvantages for a minute. Like,
let me put it this way: Discord lost to a bunch of ponies and princesses, and they're practically either like what young adults, older teens, something like that. People keep on making all these assumptions, but let's just pretend they're young adults, right? 20s, like maybe late early 30s, that kind of thing. Bill Cipher, on the other hand, lost to a bunch of kids who wouldn't be out of place in a Home Alone movie.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he did lose to really
That's one of the things that bothers me about it. These are fully grown adults that have been used to like magic and spells and mythical creatures and all this other stuff that would make sense of why they're able to defeat Discord. Gravity Falls, on the other hand, with what little I was exposed to, as well as the information I was just given, it shows that nobody is used to this kind of thing, even to the people who have dealt with it before. They are not used to something like Bill Cipher or even anything less for that matter. So the fact that Bill Cipher got beaten by the fucking ice climbers,
or more like outsmarted.
They were
outsmarted.
They were outsmarted by the fucking ice climbers. I don't know what their real names are. They're fucking ice climbers.
They specifically mentioned that point that they had to use the foresight to beat Bill because he didn't know that he was entering someone else's body.
Yeah, he was too focused on getting to Stanford's mind that he didn't realize he was going to his twin.
They were still practically winging it at this point. These are still kids. These are still kids, and not just kids, grown adults that don't know.
Oh no, they were gonna freaking die.
Like, they were gonna die. They were absolutely gonna die. I've watched the series. They were at death's door.
They were at death's door. When you're at death's door, though, you don't just plan everything out. You sometimes you just wing it. Sometimes you just go with the punches. The guys in the My Little Pony universe, on the other hand, they have to plan a lot.
Let me explain the context. When When the kids lure Bill away, the Fords come up with the idea to swap clothes and trick Bill. When they come back and are about to be killed by Bill, he makes the deal and allows him to enter his mind, not realizing the deal he was making with was the calm artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
context of the scene, because I've actually seen every episode. It's a phenomenal series, by the way. If anyone
Yeah,
watching this,
same,
go watch
yeah.
Gravity Falls, pirate it, because you
Damn right.
can't legally buy it anymore. They decommissioned the Blu-rays and DVDs,
Awesome.
which sucks. Which fuck you, Disney, by the way. But yeah, I do see the issues with the result. I do agree with some of their
Yeah.
points, and I wish they expanded on others. It doesn't hurt the episode's quality for me, because this has got to be a bit of a maybe it's a hot take. How good everything was outside of the result, I'm willing to put in like the top 3 or maybe number 2.
I'm not gonna put it above Chuck Norris versus Segata Sanshiro, because that one's just so fucking cool. But I'd say yes, this is definitely one of the best. Like,
the
way this is
wait.
set up, like the reason these two fight, and the fact that like, let's just think about this for a second here. Discord undid Weirdmageddon. He took everything away from Bill Cipher and forced him back to square one.
No, but that is very satisfying.
Massive accomplishment. And
that's the other
the
thing.
fact that
If he's able
Cipher
to
is still left alive, quote unquote, at the end there, or it
Well,
has
he's technically
nothing to
the
do
first
with
death
it.
battle
Another
loser
thing.
win.
I want to say another thing. 2 things I forgot to praise. The voice actors for Bill and Discord are fucking amazing.
They're almost accurate.
Discord.
They are close to 1-to-1 with the originals. It is incredible, and I think the voice for Discord actually does the singing. I think the voice actors do the singing in Brandon Yates, but I could be wrong. It sounds like them in the song. And the song itself, I listened to it yesterday on repeat throughout my whole workday. It is a fucking banger, man. Brandon Yates just blew it out of the park with that one. It's like this mini rap out. It's just it's so good, so good. Just everything in this episode. And one of the best things about it is that it shows so much respect to both characters. Like, it stays so true to what they both are. It feels so respectful. And again, especially with the ending for Discord, he technically won the battle. Or the war, I mean. He won the war. He ended Weirdmageddon. He trapped Bill. He stopped him from destroying and killing his friends. And he'll come back. Discord will eventually come back and be able to go back to that world. He won. I do love the concept of that. And it's something I don't think Death Battle has ever done before.
Yeah. This is
like
pitting,
and honestly,
like Lobo up against Cthulhu, you know? Like Lobo can beat Cthulhu, but he's gonna get fucked up doing so. And Cthulhu's gonna come back eventually.
I will say, like, the main reason for being above Chuck Norris is because of all the factors. It is such a brilliant episode in all categories. As good as Chuck Norris was, this, as a character-driven one between both Bill and Discord, it ups it for me. I can't put above Samata versus Popeye, though, because of the result issues we talked about. Yes, I know. Because there are issues. There are clear issues with the result. And while I do agree with bits, there's other parts I wish were expanded upon. So I can't put above that one.
Can I say something?
Did I?
Yes,
go ahead.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Go ahead.
Let me expand on what I said. So here's the thing. Here's the other thing too. You know how? Okay, so Ben, you've seen the series. You know what Discord was trying to do. He said, "I've seen your series. I know how it ends for you." Then he would know he would know that, okay, for that little trick to work, for him to get rid of Bill from Bill's mind, that doesn't work. It didn't work like that in the original show. Mm-hmm. If he were to get rid of Bill, he would have had to put Bill in Discord's mind, flush his memories, Discord would flush his memories, and then boom, Bill is gone. But instead, they had Discord do the opposite. They had him go into Bill's mind and say, oh, well, this is essentially the same thing. But if you watch the show, no, that is not how it happened.
I see what you're going with, but in terms of the scenario of the fight, I don't think Discord would be able to trick Bill into going into his mind.
No, but he could.
And
Yeah,
I
no,
don't think
he
the result.
could.
I think the result was more like if he was able to do so, it wouldn't work
Well,
the
and-
same
and-
way.
Not Weird
And
Mageddon.
again,
I mean, I think he would have done
and
something like Bill
he
Bill
even
Cipher in his mind.
he even takes Bill into weird. It's pretty much implied that okay, Discord knows about the Nightmare Realm, so he does have a similar thing to the Nightmare Realm in the MLP universe. So essentially, the Nightmare Realm would do nothing but just give Bill an additional power boost, but that's not really going to do anything against Discord. Plus, there's the other thing too. If Discord could just take Bill and essentially trap him back into a state of limbo, what was stopping him from coming up with another creative alternative to getting rid of Bill? It really does feel like, okay, they're essentially trying to have it be a Gravity Falls Easter egg, but that's not how that works. It very much feels weak, and I do not agree with it. Also, too, their argument that, okay, that Bill is more bloodthirsty. Once again, when has that kind of stuff ever played into Death Battle? They show examples of Discord being carefree, but that's just it. They don't show enough. If you watch the specific clips they show to go along with him being carefree, you would know that within context, okay, but there was a point to that, to him being carefree most of the time. You're just implying that he doesn't care all the time. But also, too, the biggest thing is if Bill were to ever have gone after Fluttershy, Discord wouldn't just have a carefree attitude about it. He very much would get serious and know that, okay, I need to put this guy down. So I don't really.
There is that period where Bill did
and if I can say
against
something right
Fury,
here,
that
so
backward passage.
Death Battle consistently characterizes people out of character for things like this. This for the sake of getting battles started. I know they've been trying to make this work, more as time goes on. But one of the most notable examples I can think of is Harry Potter versus Luke Skywalker, where Harry is spamming fucking death spells.
Or you could think of a like Martian Manhunter versus Silver Surfer, where they were literally asked throughout the battle, "Why are we fighting?"
Yeah, no, but it's also too. Again, I do agree. I want to say positives about this episode. Yes, this episode, it is definitely one of the best episodes of the season. I'm so happy that the animators and the voice actors and the Brandon and the additional song people, they were able, singers, that's it. Singers were able to put. I'm happy with how this episode turned out on a technical aspect, and I would have to say that it is one of the best 2D episodes, like hands down, of the season. But the argument they're trying to give, it's very far fetched, and it kind of contradicts what they essentially set up for both Bill and Discord early on, because there's a lot of leaps and logics to them trying to justify that, okay, the animation is essentially giving us both. It's giving people of both sides something to be happy about. But then you look at the argument. The argument is justifying that, oh, no. Bill would absolutely win most of the time because it all comes down to he is more bloodthirsty and he has better show, and the fewer showings of power he has is more than enough to put Discord away, who has more showings of his power. And there's also the fact that they were relying on the Reddit stuff. I don't appreciate that they had to rely on creator gossip just to prove this is how powerful Bill is, when they've never had to do that with any other character.
I mean, the creator's word is important, and there is fewer stuff for Bill in comparison to Discord, where there's like a shit ton of stuff for Discord.
Yeah, that's why I'm also a little iffy about this Death Battle results, because Bill Cipher has like just a show, and maybe
he only has 5 episodes. He only has 5.
Yeah, but it's still just one main. That's just still one source of entertainment, and even then, he's like appeared in it less time than Discord has. And that's not something that's not something I'm willing to let slide. This is a character. People have been asking for this battle for years, and while it makes sense because of their powers, their personalities, their backgrounds, their source doesn't make sense because Discord's got a lot more than Bill Cipher. Again, Discord has got more than just a show. He's got the comic books, the trading card games, which holy shit, by the way, they mentioned it. They showed
they
the
actually
damn
brought up
card.
the trading card game, which was funny.
Yeah, they
Because I don't
brought the
think they've
trading
ever
card
done
game
that before.
They brought the trading card game up. They even brought up the manga. They brought up the fucking manga.
No. Let me correct you on that. He turned the comic book into the manga.
Yeah, there's never been an MLP manga.
I
There's
thought there was a manga. I thought there was a manga.
No. In any event.
Oh, interesting note. DJ just said in the Discord chat for Bill Cipher that there are hints all over the episode for future episodes. He said, "Have fun with that."
It's nice, but again, so I agree with where Alex placed it. I don't think
on Monday.
I don't think it's. I think. Look, I've seen people say, like, I've seen people like Biff Weed. I've seen some friends of mine saying this is their new potential favorite episode of the series overall, and I'm not going to disagree with them on that. But I cannot say that, just based off how we've been rewatching and ranking these episodes. I don't think this is a potential candidate for my personal favorite episode at all. It's not even in my top 10 for that matter. It's a great episode, but I think the reasoning and their arguments for trying to justify it, I think it was very, very weak, and it comes across as if, okay,
they still have bias.
Yeah, there's still some bias there, and there's a little bit of too much eyeballing, but I should at least be happy. I am going to be happy that, okay, they at least did enough with Discord. He's still in character throughout this whole episode. There's never a moment where
I just realized they revealed Boomstick as a daughter in this episode. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I mentioned that before.
It's a reference to Chad. It's a reference to Chad.
That's a reference because it's a reference to Chad talking about how his daughter, or it's his daughter, right?
Right,
yeah,
but he mentions it in his Boomstick voice, which means that Boomstick has a daughter. So that means that raises the question of who married him.
Good question. But I do.
He's brought up having kids before.
Better question.
Right?
No,
hasn't he brought up an ex-wife?
No, he never did.
That was Wiz.
He brought up his ex-wife, but that was
Alex, you're thinking of Wiz. Wiz mentioned it once by mistake.
Wiz was the only one that mentioned that he had kids, but then that was taken away when Shadow versus fucking Tatsumaki came up.
All right. With all that talk, what's all the talking aside, how do you rank this? I'm still number 2 in my opinion.
Despite the results, I think it does belong. It's time for Death Bell. I just don't think it belongs up there because, well, like I literally just said a couple seconds ago. Despite the results, it does belong up there, but not up there. I think it's because of the results, and then it still shows they have some bias left in them, so that's why I don't think it belongs into the top 5, let alone top 10.
So
I think it belongs at least somewhere in between Booster Gold and SpongeBob.
I disagree.
They have to get off of that high horse, no pun intended, because My Little Pony is still popular today, especially that generation of My Little Pony. They have to eventually stop with the bias against that show.
They have.
They really haven't.
Yes, they have. I don't see the bias argument. I genuinely don't. If they haven't shown any bias against any of the other series, including series they like,
there were so many ways that Discord could have won in the end, but they still relied on this.
I was looking at the credits list, and a lot of the researchers are bronies. So I don't even think you could use that argument.
Hold on.
Not one. Multiple.
One.
No, he's right.
Not one.
No. I said this last time, Ben. Only not counting the storyboarder, Chad James, or Luis. There legit is only one brony researcher on their team.
Singular, just one. There's only been one.
I'm literally looking at the credit scene right now. Multiple of the people in Discord, at least unless I'm mistaken, have been bronies.
Multiple people are part of Death Bell may have been bronies, but only one of them is a researcher.
Not from my seeing.
I
just don't see the
bias help me out here.
So here's my thing. So as a person who, as myself, as I said earlier, often, more times than not, disagrees with Death Battle's result, and it always seems like they put love for one character that they put in, and just kind of the other characters there just for the show. I feel
A
that,
little bit
especially as
impossible
a
when you do
Dragon Ball fan.
participating. You're gonna have bias.
They're not.
Well, no, but I
Okay,
mean,
I'm gonna
like,
stop
it's
you there. They're not
pretty-
biased
it's
against
pretty
Dragon Ball.
big.
No, you
Yes,
stop
they
right
are.
there.
No,
They
wait,
show-
wait,
No,
just-
they are not.
just a
If
minute,
that was
just-
true, the Hawk
just
would
a
have
minute.
won years ago.
Just
No,
a-
here's
just
I
look at
can't.
this.
I have to defend them on this. They have not shown any bias with Dragon Ball, considering how many times they've lost.
Yeah.
Well,
And
the
how many
thing is,
times
there
they've won
have
as
been
well.
If
there
if
have
they, if
been
they really
cases.
they're
if they
There have
feuding.
been
have a bias with Dragon Ball, then Vegeta would have won against Thor. Superman would have at least lost one of those matches.
No,
No,
we
yeah,
were
we're
saying
saying
bias
for.
against.
I'm saying bias against, because almost
They
every
don't have a
time that I've
bias
seen the
against.
well, just
No,
They
no,
genuinely.
I don't. I,
Dragon
don't,
Ball,
I guess I'm
Dragon
using
Ball.
the wrong term. I guess what I'm saying is that if you watch their things and you're as a diehard fan as I am for Dragon Ball, you'll know that a lot of their feats or things that they list are just super inconsistent or just flat out wrong. Now, as a person who
That in the early days, yes, but as a diehard fan, they've been getting things a lot better with Dragon Ball as of late. I would say that
relying
started
more
with
on those
years.
numbers
They've
a lot
fixed
more
things,
than the
yeah.
actual research.
Mm.
Like it's like I know that's 500 pounds, but you could just be exaggerating. I want an actual number, but then you just keep telling me no, it's over 500 pounds. But I want an exact number. Why aren't you
Well,
giving
to
it
be
to me?
fair,
It's
with
like
fictional
that.
stuff like that, it's hard to get a definite number at times.
Oh,
It's a lot of
true.
guesswork.
Well,
So
But they've been doing a lot.
Anyways,
They've been doing a lot of guesswork behind math
Anyways,
too.
yeah,
They've
we
actually
should be
tried to
moving
do that with like
Yeah.
the Snake Way Bridge. How like the thickness of the pillar from Yang versus Tifa. I know I hate people hate that. I know people hate that
man.
episode, and it's become a meme at this point. But it shows how
Outdated.
ass deep they become with their research to the point where it's like they. I'm not going to say huff their own farts because they've admitted to being wrong before.
Huffing their own brain farts.
Anyways.
But more like they think because they worked so hard on it, they can't possibly be wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, IK,
yeah,
go
they
ahead and
think-
say what
I
you were
was
gonna
really
say.
just
Oh, hang on,
saying that
Wait.
Hang on, I want
Sorry.
IK
Go,
to
no, go
finish.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I was
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
saying.
Go ahead.
As,
I'll
Let him talk. Let him talk.
which
sorry.
one, me or okay? Who's going who? Me.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So what I was really saying isn't even really bad about this. Is as a person who, as I said, doesn't agree with Death Battle and doesn't really care for it more times than not. I felt the love in this show. One way or another, if I agreed with the results as a person who didn't even watch the shows, I did feel the love on both sides. This was, in my opinion, probably the best one I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just a lot of love and respect towards it, even with the iffy results. I did see why, and I just again like the love they gave to both Bill and Discord just felt equal, and especially with the writing and comedy with both characters, it was just
Yeah.
brilliant. Some of the best in the series, I feel like.
I definitely feel like it's attributed. I feel like they had to go all out and make this a special case in Love Fest because this was their first ever experiment with having a matchup voted by the fans make it into the show. So, and this, they pretty much went all out with how they were wanting to handle this, and I can definitely see it. And I only hope that Alex versus Cole gets that same treatment because both these episodes, both these matchups are extremely old as time itself, and they deserve to be in the spotlight a long time ago.
Cole versus Alex is someone's been communicating since the start. Cole versus Alex has been requested since the first episode.
Yeah.
Bill versus Discord has existed as long as Bill has existed, which is not a joke.
I think that started the moment Discord started getting more limelight in My Little Pony.
Yes. Not my Gravity Falls. You're confusing it, but yes, you are right. As the more Bill appeared, the more popular the matchup became, and when Weird Mageddon happened, that's when the matchup became the most requested in Death Battle's history.
I think that's also where people started being skeptical about this episode because, like I said before, he could have just if Discord was so powerful, that means he could have just made another body. Lickety split. He stopped Weird Mageddon as well, and if he was able to stop Weird Mageddon, that means he could have beat Bill. No, Bill. I was going to say Bill Discord, but that means he could have stopped Bill Cipher too.
Don't you mean Bill Cord? That's the name
Oh
the fans
God,
use
no!
for
Don't do that.
something.
That reminds me of those.
We don't
Billboard.
want to see the. We don't want to see what this ship
No,
looks
no.
like.
It's not a
No,
ship.
but
It's not a ship.
I
No.
don't-
Let me explain
a
this.
fusion.
Step Out community, when naming the matchups, fuse both names. It's not a ship thing.
Yeah, I get
It's
what you're
just a
saying.
nickname for the episodes.
But seriously, because he was able to stop Win again, it's stuff like that where it gets me skeptical. What if he's able to do that? Why doesn't he just make himself a new body? Why wouldn't he be the winner of this fight? It still shows that they have some sort of bias against My Little Pony.
I don't
I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bias.
I wouldn't
I'd
call
say
it.
it's
No,
probably more.
because they even
even
explain
if-
that in the notes. No, I don't see
Even
it.
if it's
hang on,
guys. minuscule,
No,
even if
shut
it's a
up,
minuscule amount, it still
Both of you.
shows
Ben,
because there's still.
Gizmo, I understand what you're saying. You're incorrect. Like, this is not necessarily a proof of a bias, because if they actually had a bias, it would have ended the way Goku versus Superman did, and with them shitting all over Goku.
No.
Alex, if you want your let me finish. Alex, if you want your point to be more correct, you name Madara versus Aizen.
Well, Madara versus Aizen
was
too.
so bad.
Like, there's a lot of episodes. There's a lot of episodes where they have some kind of bullshit matchup up, and then they don't have the characters take the easy out that they have to either continue the fight, right, or end the fight, right? And this is not one of those episodes where there isn't necessarily an easy way out. Like once Discord's body is destroyed, he can kind of stick around as a ghost, but they had the issue of him like they said, that of him starting to fade away. And like, you remember that, right? That was in the episode. They brought it up in this episode. That's not a matter of bias. If they had a matter of bias, it would have been a total victory on the part of Bill Cipher.
They also do
this is not a total victory. This is as this is as close to him losing as he can possibly get. This is as close to both sides losing as they can get.
And keep in mind, they do mention, I don't like they mention this in the boxes, but they do mention anyways, he will come back. He will always come back. As long as chaos exists, he will always come back to life. It just takes a period of time. Like the Malice pony. Like, she's not back yet, but she will be at some point because Malice will always exist. So it's a quote-unquote win, so to speak. Like, yeah, Bill did quote-unquote kill him. But, I mean, Discord will not only win the battle, but he'll also come back. He can just leave Discord.
Like,
he just leave Bill Cipher there.
Yeah, but that also brings up another thing. Bill Discord is practically a living embodiment of chaos. Wouldn't that also make Discord alive?
I think it is just a matter of like, look, they did the best to please both sides. I do still see heavy flaws and contradictions with their arguments.
I see issues too.
It's the Ben 10 this is Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, where they're not doing a good enough job of
I don't know if I can put that level, but I do see the flaws.
I'm not saying it's on that level. I'm saying this is another case in point.
That's perfectly fair. I totally understand that. That's perfectly fair. Yeah, I see. It's why I'm not putting it on my number one personally, because the final result stuff, there's stuff that does bug me. I agree with some stuff and I don't agree with others, and other stuff I wish they expanded on. But I mean, even outside of that, this is up there as one of my favorite episodes. Maybe not above Chuck Norris now that I think about it, but at least in the top 3 for me. And to be fair, I understand why people wouldn't put it as high up there. I completely get it. This is just personal opinion. In my opinion, sucks ass, as Kevin would say.
I just want my opinion to be known on the record. I may disagree with this fight, and I may disagree with this fight's outcome, but the way the episode was structured and the way they handled it, which honestly, I guess it's as better as I could have gotten it. But that being said, I do want to say this episode may never be on my top 10 personal favorites, but it is definitely going to be on my personal upper tier of this season. This is definitely a top 5 worthy episode of the season. And I feel like it is only going to get it is only going to get better from here because if Alex versus Cole can top this, which I hope it can,
God,
then
imagine if that was like the 3D equivalent. Imagine what they could do with that episode. I'm
Well, here's
so
the problem
fucking
with
ready.
here's a problem
ready.
I have with that episode though. It's more not for hate, it's more of worry because we all know Cole McGrath. He's been in the first game and the second game, but he's never been in the third game. Same thing with the guy from Prototype.
Well,
The
he's never had a
Alex was in.
The guy,
no,
no. Look, the
Alex
guy, the first guy from Prototype was not in the second one, as far as I remember.
Yes, he was.
He was. He just
not as a
wasn't.
main character.
No, he's the villain.
No,
he
yeah,
was the
that's what I'm
villain.
saying. He's not the main villain. He's not the main hero. He's the main villain of the second game. That's what I'm
Still
saying.
in the fucking game, though.
Yeah, he's
which
still in the
is
game. He
more
has
insane
so
than
many
fucking
features.
into the second
He
time.
He literally infects the protagonist of the second game. He is responsible for that, if I remember
but how
correctly.
involved is he in the game? Because I've never played.
He's the main villain. Like he's
I know
the guy.
he's the main villain, but sometimes it doesn't mean much. Like, does he? Is he in most of the cut? No. You'll see what I'm talking
He's
about.
in most of the game. He has a
It's like
huge
no. It's
part
like
in the
this.
game.
It's like this. Bowser is the main villain of Super Mario Brothers, but he's not.
No, like, you're not
Look,
listening to
y'all
what- no, no, no,
understand
no,
why
no.
y'all understand why I ask these questions, because Bowser is a main villain of the first Super Mario Brothers game, but he only appears as these fakes and as the final boss. He's not like in the majority of the game. That's why I asked, because a lot of main villains do this a lot, and while not every villain, a lot of them do. That's why I'm asking if he plays a major role in the second game, because a lot of major villains have a bad case of doing that.
He's constantly fucking around throughout that game.
Okay,
and it's
cool,
actually
cool.
kind of weird because
That's all you need to
like,
know.
Yeah, because like it kind of goes against the way the first game ended if you played it, if you played the hero ending. Like it very
follows
strange.
the evil ending. The evil ending is canon to Prototype 2.
It's
kind of like how the good ending of Infamous is canon to Second Son, the third game. Think of it like that.
Well, I
'Cause
mean,
before we continue with this one, before we continue with talking about that matchup, let's rank it real quick. I'm under Chuck Norris versus Segata. The rest of you go.
I'm under Dark Souls versus Skyrim.
Fair enough.
Okay, what input do you really need?
We're ranking the episode.
We're voting right now.
We're trying to figure out where to put it.
You guys said this something earlier, man. I mean,
we have
where
one
it
under,
is.
Yeah, we have one under. Okay, two under Chuck Norris, one under Dragonborn. Alex, the rest of you, please continue.
All right, so
go ahead.
I was thinking, at the absolute highest, it has to be below Chuck Norris versus Egata Sanshiro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if it was a little bit better, I could say putting it above that. As it stands, Saber's basically convinced me on this a little bit, and I bump it down to below Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai.
Fair enough. All right, so that's one vote for Samurai Jack, 2 votes for under Chuck, 1 vote for under Dragonborn. We have 3 more votes yet. Sonic, Gizmo, Ferret, please go.
I put it right where it's at.
All right, so that's 3 votes. Gizmo and Sonic.
Sonic, you go ahead.
All right. So, while I do love this fight and while I did miss most of it, I will. And I may need a rewatch on this.
Yeah, you never gave your thoughts on this. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, I can't really give an honest thought because I only saw the Discord thing. So, but what I will say, yeah, this is really good. Like, this is almost finale levels of grade. But yeah, as I guess that I said, yeah, there are, the inconsistency and fight things like, Discord could have won this. But after, I guess, looking at the analysis of Discord, and I'm assuming this Bill is going to probably be just as crazy. I mean, again, I missed Bill's analysis. They're both just so, ridiculously unkillable and killable. And I'm like, and I do like the fact that, technically Discord did won the war, but like Bill won the battle. But I can't put this on the top 3. And
really,
here's and because of that, all these whole things I can't put in the top 3, but I will put in like say the top 15, right in right above 4 and Vegeta.
4 and Vegeta, where's that? That is all right. I see it.
That's the
Yeah, so that's
Dragonborn.
2 votes for Under Dragonborn, 1 vote
know
for
what?
Under
Hold
Samurai
on. No,
Jack, and
no, I like
3
above
votes for
Hercules.
where it's at. All right, Gizmo, you are the final vote counter. Where shall you put it?
No, never mind. Put it above Hercules. Put it above Hercules.
Hercules.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Put it above Hercules.
All right.
I may be a little harsh saying it belongs in between Booster Gold versus Cable and SpongeBob versus Super Friends Aquaman, but I'm not going to put it anywhere in between the first or second rows of the death battles because there's still. I love where they went with the animation, how they broke the fourth wall as opposed to just another Deadpool thing. You know, that could have gone way south if they brought Deadpool back again.
I'm
But
glad
that
they
would have been
didn't.
really
Yeah,
fucking
I'm glad.
weird.
Yeah,
That wouldn't have worked unless he was
that wouldn't-
instantly erased the moment he
that
entered.
really wouldn't have worked, especially since people keep on shipping him and Pinkie Pie together, which I still don't fucking get. You're asking the wrong guy, man. I still don't fucking get it.
Porny, my little porny.
No, it's not even. No. It's not even just the porn. They genuinely try to make romance plots of them getting together, finding each other, whatever the fuck. I still don't get it. That's coming from a guy who is a My Little Pony fan.
All right, let's
But I'm
wrap
getting
this
off
up
topic.
real quick. So since we have
I'm
3
getting off
votes,
topic though.
we have 3 votes at this part, but because there's a lot of votes on here, I'm going to say put it down to here because of all the votes around this particular
I was
area.
gonna say, put it right in front of Homelander versus Omni-Man because while it's not
appeal to the voters,
it belongs. It should belong. I was gonna say putting my ranting aside of how they still have a bias against My Little Pony, whether you want to get into the argument of them not having any more of that or they
for another 10
do,
minutes.
that's another. I'm just saying, putting aside my rant of them still having some sort of bias against My Little Pony, I still think it belongs up there, but just not high up. So yeah, put him right above Omni-Man versus Homelander. It's still got great animation, great music, great voice, and then the Easter eggs and the references are fucking hilarious too. Yes, and that ending, as much as I hate the fact that Discord lost, that ending was something else.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was probably the first loser to win.
I think that's the end of us talking about the episode. So before we wrap this up, do you want to hear my prediction for Cole versus Alex, or at least what I think they're gonna do with these characters?
Sure.
Yeah, who?
What I think, and this is probably the obvious, what they're gonna do. They're gonna go with the good ending Cole and have the evil ending Alex.
Yeah, good call is the canon ending.
It would be weird if it would be really weird if they used Alex's good powers and Cole's evil powers. It wouldn't really work. You see, they can't have both.
Well, here's my response to that. I think they're gonna somehow try and get the evil Cole powers in, but only if they say something along. If it has something to do with Cole's emotions or the possibility of him getting those powers because he hasn't given into the dark side or whatever the hell. Like, it's theoretical. Like something along the lines of, let's say, Wizard saying, it's theoretical he can still do these powers, but because of his hero ending being canon, we're still not sure if it's impossible for him to access those powers or something weird like that.
I have something I have to bring up here. So in Infamous Second Son, you can train in a bunch of different superhero powers. So you can train in like neon and fucking smoke and shit. And
but that's a different conduit altogether.
No, that's a different. That's a different guy. In there at all. Like, I think they might.
To give some context, the main character of that game had the power to a copy of her powers from other people.
Okay, true. Let me say.
In Infamous 2, they did something similar to Cole, where you could borrow power from someone using an experimental thing.
It's not the same, though.
The only I have played Infamous 1 and 2. I haven't played Second Son. It has been a long time since I played Infamous 1 and 2, so I might be getting my facts wrong here. I'm just saying, it's possible that they could say, you know, Cole, after the events of Infamous 1, 2, and we'll call it Second Son, because it's the only... Was there a game on, like, the Vita or the PSP or something?
There was a spin-off.
There is a spin-off, the DLC side mission that was released for, I think it was Infamous 2, where Cole was bitten by a
vampire one.
Yeah, Cole was bitten by a
it's
vampire. He has
Infamous.
to hunt down the original vampires so he can get rid of the curse by killing him.
Yes. Let me give context to that because I beat it. It is a non-canon side story
I was gonna say, that
does
can't
not
be
take place
canon.
anywhere
And
in
by the way,
it's not canon. It doesn't fit in the
By the way,
timeline.
Alex, Cole is dead in Infamous 2.
I remember.
As in after the events of Infamous 2, he dies.
No, I'm just saying, dude, first off, it's a video game. Nobody's ever dead in video games. Second, Sony would totally bring Cole back for Infamous 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're totally going to bring him back if the man is high enough.
Hey, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Infamous 3 gets announced soon, but they'll totally say, hey, like, oh yeah, Cole was like Dragon Ball Z training off screen with what's his face.
You mentioned that, Alex. You mentioned that. No. He's like, Alex, you mentioned that, but someone shut up, Gizmo. Alex, you mentioned that, but someone made a genius pitch video for a third game where Cole comes back after the bad ending of Second Son, and it's fucking genius. It is one of the best game pitches I've seen. I'll send you that video after. I fucking love it. And if Sony ever picked that up, I would die screaming very happily.
Sony has been making too many like toss away franchises ever since they went to like the California headquarters. They've been ignoring their past games from like 10, 15 years ago.
So
anyways, I think we've speculated enough for the day.
Let me add one
at
thing.
An hour and 15 minutes now.
Sarah wants to add something.
And we gotta also get to
the
animated series.
Yeah.
Obviously, Cole will have to go in because he was in PlayStation All Stars. So
greater scaling, baby! Here we fucking go!
Anyway, I'm gonna exit this chat and go into live stream commentary.
Anyways, from left to right, Gizmo. You're Gizmo Hibiki. You can be found at Gizmo Hibiki on YouTube, correct?
You know who I am.
You know who Ben is. You know who I am. Let's see here. IKA. Hey, where can they find you?
I do Twitch occasionally on the Magnetic Ferret, but mostly I run the Magnetic Ferret website.
That's magneticferret.com?
Magneticferret.com, or it's probably easier to look up if you look up Comic Book Universe Battles.
All right. And then in Jedi Bender, Saber King.
You can find me on YouTube. And I am coming back to make more content in the future. Just getting settled in. But you can also find me if you want to hear more about Death Battle stuff. I'm on a podcast called Mehcast, where we talk about Death Battle for like 2 to 3 hours and give our extensive thoughts on episodes. And you can also follow me on Twitter at Saber King, or just look me up at Richard Kenobi. There you go.
All right. So I'll meet you guys over at live stream commentary.
Yep, we'll see you over there.
I got nothing.
Sonic.
I mean, you'll probably see me in the Gundam reviews. I mean, I have nothing to show.
And tonight, and for me, Ben, you know me on the Methley crew. I stream every Tuesday and Wednesday, or at least try to, and maybe Friday, Saturday. It depends if I'm allowed to, if Alex lets me off the leash. But I usually stream Tuesdays and Wednesdays on the Methley crew, Twitch, YouTube. So if you like these videos and you like me, if you don't think I'm awfully annoying like everyone else does, feel free to join me. We'll have a laugh.
Yeah, you're going back on that leash You're going back on that leash this Friday.
Fuck you! You'll never take me alive. You hear me?
We're doing your.
We at least take.
Damn. Okay.
All right. Motherfucker, I will remind you that we're doing your fucking suggestion this week. Anyways, we're gonna go watch Superman the Animated Series over on YouTube. Go over to the Metley Crew YouTube channel. It should be linked in the in the Twitch bio. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.